Okay, we're recording. So it is July. Happy July 2nd. And I can't believe we're already in July. I think I say that every month, but it's true. This year has been wild, crazy, and we're halfway through it. So hopefully all on the up and up from here on out. But we have a lot of exciting things that I think can really make a difference in our business. And I know week before last, we talked about this new launch that's rolling out. And, not all launches are created equal. And I want to really focus and help you guys focus on this one because regardless if you're planning on starting MBF now or if you're going to do it later, everyone should know how to capitalize on this launch because of the game changer of how challenge packs will now be sold. Because this is going to be the gateway, I feel like, for all future challenge packs, and it also is going to be the gateway to business builders, I feel like, because so many people who get started from the beginning with the 2 nutrition programs are going to see epic results as long as they have you, your challenge group, just doing what you're already doing. They now have all the tools, whereas in the past maybe they didn't have all that. So want to kind of run through, it's the first week of the month, so I thought it would be really great to just run through a calendar of different ways to look at your month so you can really focus on how you want to run your month and how you want to market this launch. So let me expand a little bit bigger. Okay. So don't get hung up on the fact that there's a ton of color on this and it's like overwhelming. I wanted to try and point that out for purposes of this call. And I'm going to post, I'll give you guys the link to this slide and to these few slides I have. But this is an example calendar. So I am like the absolute worst at creating these for my team. I do them like once every few months because I feel like so much in a month is changing, and especially with COVID, it's been hard to really know what, how, and when we're going to market things. But with MBF, it's definitive. We know the dates. We know what the month is going to look like. So what I thought would be helpful is to talk through hard dates of when things are launching and ways you can start to think about running different calls to action, meaning like how you're going to sign people up. Because I'll be honest, so obviously we have National Wake Up Call every Monday, and our team, 2 team calls, or Team Dwell Happy and Team Tough Love every Thursday. So that's at the top. But, I'll be honest, when I first saw the dates for this launch, Coach Access not till the 7th, meaning the new awesome challenge packs won't be launching until next Tuesday, and customers can't get these incredible challenge packs until the 27th. My heart was I was a little bummed because in my mind, selfishly, I love to hit Success Club like today, like tomorrow, like by the 5th. I want to get that locked in so I can really breathe a little and focus on, my business. But you know what? Maybe this is an even better thing because it's going to enable us to not just like try and sign up a bunch of people just to hit Success Club on the first week of the month, but actually connect with people, hype this thing up so much that you're like a broken record and someone's so tired of hearing you talk about it and curious about what it is that they're just ready to sign up. So I think it's actually going to be a good thing for our business as long as we kind of take control over the launch and take ownership over it. Because I'll be honest, like I have, and Mel, I'm sure, you can speak to it too. I've been kind of like not the best with launches because personally, I've never been in a test group. I've never I've gone all in on launches, but I haven't. Like I've never really thought outside the box, or I've done the sample workout like the first day it came out and that was it. But I would challenge you to think about your audience because we all have different audiences. Think about how you can really start to hype up your own people that follow you to make this look like the program to get. Because here's the thing, it's 3 weeks, well, 6 weeks total, but each program is 3 weeks. anyone can do it. There's modifications. I think if you're more like super pregnant, it might not be the program for you, but other than that, anyone can do it. So it really could take anyone from a beginner to an advanced, because there is going to be modifications. So we're in the first week, sample is out. I encourage you guys all, if you have not done the sample, do the sample and continue to sprinkle it in like this week. Do it Saturday, do it Sunday. I mean, I know you guys are on other programs right now, but don't be afraid to just do it or show some moves from it to get people hyped up. So that would be a great plan. And this isn't something you have to do, but these are just ideas. So this week, talk about it. Mel has one with Annie, and I have one. We each have info groups. So you don't necessarily need to go start your own, but get people that are interested in an info group, because that's going to save you time where you're not like individually sending out, 75 or 17 emails answering questions. Put them in a group that's going to answer all their questions and let them get the excitement from other people. So there's obviously still time. We're only on the 2nd. So get someone in the info group. And then on the 7th is when coaches can get access. And so even if you aren't starting it, I would strongly encourage you to, one, especially if you don't have the nutrition programs, go ahead and get the completion pack with both nutrition programs, because that can be a game changer for your business. So you know how, and I'll show you guys the slide again of the breakdown of what they come with. But get those so you can start to know and understand the questions maybe your customers are going to be asking. And you'll get the ropes and all of that. So 7th is when that's going to be available. So next Tuesday. Following the 7th, even though I'm probably still going to be working through a program, I'm going to start dabbling in some of the different workouts, showing them on the on-demand. I mean, you can think outside the box on different ways to show it in your stories, show it in a post, but start continuing this hype up. And then obviously we have, do we say Mel, do you know, is it Bevy? I guess Bevy is how we pronounce it. Bevy's coming out on the, put you guys up at the top. Bevy's coming out on the 13th. So this whole second week, we get coach access, we're hyping it up, we're talking about it. And then we can also start talking about this new beverage that's coming out. I don't have all the details in front of me, but I have a ton of resources that I'll make sure are linked to for you guys to see to help you understand, educate yourselves, talk about Bevy. Bevy's going to launch on the 13th. The cool thing about these mid-month launches is it's a volume booster. It's not going to get you Success Club points, but it is going to get you volume, and volume is money and commissions and exciting things. So you have the opportunity to sign people up on the 7th as coaches, and they can be discount coaches too. And then on the 13th, you can get people signed up for Bevy. So I would, sign up, hype up in Muscle Burn Fat, start talking about Bevy. I guess it's technically the 3rd week, since there's more in July. The week of the 13th is when we have our virtual summit. So more information coming about that. It sucks we can't all be together for that, but it's an opportunity to really show coaching more, show our community. We'll be able to tag each other. We'll have some fun challenges that week, probably things like a spirit week. But this is an opportunity this week of the 13th where you're still showing all the incredible things about MBF, but you can also start to talk about coaching this week, because we have this front and center summit that you can share and talk about. And I think for both teams, Mel's team, my team, anyone who wants to run their own, or anyone who runs one with another team, following summit would be a great time to do a What is Coaching webinar. People will have just stalked your stories to see what all you guys are up to during the summit. And then why not do a coaching summit webinar, or not coaching summit, but What is Coaching webinar that Sunday. So again, these are just ideas on how to start to think about your month. On the 20th is when Muscle Burn Fat Advanced, the sample will be available. So that's a great time to test that out again. We can start to talk about how that's the second program, but that's on the 20th. And then the 27th is when it comes to customers. So the week of the 20th, that's a great time to maybe do a free group. You know, you've had all of these people watching you all month, those who got early access, those who've had access to the program, and you've been able to talk about nutrition. You've been able to talk about all the things that come with this incredible program. And so why not run a free group this week and really, really hype it up? Open enrollment starts on the 27th. And that way you can roll right into, I can't talk, right into the last week of the month, signing people up as customers for MBF. And then you can even go into July or August. So what's really great about where they placed this strategically is you can get Success Club points in July as you sign up customers with the challenge pack, and then you can roll into August still signing people up and getting Success Club points, because I'm sure it'll still be $20 off. So I think that is amazing. I saw a chat, let's see. So I think so, and I'm going to break this down a little further. Summit scares me. Yeah, I mean, Summit's amazing, and I'm super bummed that we're not able to go. But I think it's going to be such a great thing. We're still have an opportunity to show coaching, especially if you guys aren't talking about coaching a lot. What better way to talk about the community, talk about what the offerings we have through Beachbody, through like all the cool speakers we're going to have, the trainer-led workouts. Obviously it sucks it's virtual, but it is a way to like showcase front and center without maybe having to think what to do, because it's just going to be there, like a free week of showing off what coaching is, which I think is really cool for anyone at any level. So, you know, this is just, again, some ideas on how you can look at your month. And then I'm going to break down kind of what that might look like on the customer end or the coach end who's signing up. But again, you know, I just encourage you guys all, like, learn from me. I have been like the worst at rollouts before. Like, I kind of tiptoed in. I didn't really talk about it because I wasn't starting it right away. And that shouldn't be the case, because as coaches, to be a good coach, you have to understand that you're going to have people that are doing different programs than you, and you're going to have people that are starting at all different times. How great would it be if Lindsay can go, like, maybe Lindsay's been following me and she wants to start MBF like as soon as possible. How great would it be if I had a group for her to start into, even though maybe I wasn't starting yet, but I had that resource for her and other people to show up in, and I could lead that. And I think that's what good coaches do. They stop being selfish and they actually look at what their customers need. And obviously you have to work around your own schedule too. But I do think, like, I want to really blow up this launch, and I want to give my customers everything they need in order to be successful. And if that means 2 groups, dang it, we'll do 2 groups. But let me kind of show you some ideas on what that could look like. So this is just a reminder of what muscle burn fat is. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. So if you haven't watched that call, you know, check out that call. But this is like the highlight version of it all. And then here are, and I'll send you guys these so you can zoom in, but these are the programs. So again, if you are a coach whose BOD is renewing in July, I know Mel's is, I know Tamika's is, I know Jen's is, get the challenge pack. Mel, are you getting the challenge pack? Have you decided you are? Because I know you have the nutrition programs. But even if you have, like Jen, I know you have.
What's the other option?
Oh, because you have to get BOD.
I need to get BOD.
Yeah, that's your cheapest option. I mean, you could save $10. Yeah, no, you need to get it because you would get so much more for your money. So if anyone hasn't figured out if anyone has a renewal in July, talk to your coach. If you're not sure how to do it, we'll make sure you know. But you can cancel your renewal so it doesn't bill you for $99, and you can sign up for a challenge pack. Because you're going to get, like, if Mel renewed today, she would get BOD for $99, or she could do BOD and Shakeology for $160. Or if she renews on Tuesday, she gets everything else. So it's just a crazy good deal. So if you have customers who are up for renewal, I have a few. Those of you who've been around at least a year selling challenge packs, check with your customers and make sure they know that this is available. Everyone I've talked to who has renewal is like mind blown. And I thought at first like it was just my own self hyping this up and like just being like drinking the Kool-Aid, but it's crazy. Like if you look at this, like everything you're getting for $160, knowing that those nutrition programs used to be like over $100 more individually, it's incredible. So as if you have something renewing, get a challenge pack. Or if you already have BOD and it's not renewing anytime soon as a coach, if you can, I encourage you to check into completion pack, because you're not going to, you don't get a discount on completion packs or challenge packs as a coach. They're the price it is. But you would get both nutrition programs, a supplement, jump ropes, everything else. And that's a really great deal, because, you are going forward always going to have customers who have that nutrition program. So I would definitely think about doing that. Let me check the chat. And you can rank advance with VIP launch. What's that mean?
You can sign up coaches if people want to do it right away, and you can rank advance. If you're not an emerald, you can.
Yeah, if you're not an emerald, or if you're not a strong emerald, like, maybe you drop a lot, or you just have two coaches and you're waiting, you're always focused on one, you can sign up just discount coaches with this and get more solid or get to emerald. That's good. So there is a challenge group guide. I have my hands on it, so I'll send it to you guys. This is one from Mamapreneur, but it's a little more pretty than the Beachbody ones, but Beachbody will have one too. Okay, so let's say here's a coach. So I have down at the bottom a launch plan that suggested for you guys. But let's say that you're going to do 2 groups, and this is actually when I'm going to start. I'm going to run 2 groups, and when I say like I'm going to, it doesn't have to be a me thing. Like Lindsay, I don't want you to think that you have to go run a group by yourself or whoever. Like, you go partner with people, because I don't normally run separate groups outside of my challenge group. But because of the interest I've personally received so far, I feel like this warrants it. So I want to test it out and see how it works. So on the 7th, anyone can purchase. My thoughts are, and I got this from an upline team and I thought it was great. You start a test group or a Facebook group or a BOD group, whatever you want to do, and you offer different workouts for them to test out. It could also include some of the workouts that they're going to be doing with MBF, because they would have automatic access. But the whole goal here is to wait for their stuff to arrive. So, they buy on the 7th or anytime that week, hopefully sooner, so they can ensure that it gets there. They do prep weeks for that next week and a half. What was recommended on this calendar, and this doesn't necessarily have to be the time, but doing a prep call. Now, when I ran an 80-day group a couple years ago, I actually did that, and it was great. We recorded it. It was for challengers and coaches, but it basically walked through everything for them in like 30 minutes. So they had no questions when they started on day 1. And it can be recorded too. So that's an option. But then prep week would be clean week, because that's Megan, the trainer who created MBF. So they buy on the 7th, they do kind of a mashup of workouts. They start clean week on the 20th, and they start day 1 on the 27th. They go for 3 weeks straight, and as soon as they finish MBF, they can start MBF Advanced, because it will have already launched. So by starting on the 27th allows no lag time for that first group to, go straight through 6 weeks. Now, for customers signing up, another option, or if you just want to do a group this way or do a second group, would be customers purchase the 27th. And I would encourage, you can do it, start your MBF the 17th if you want to give more time for people to get things in. But if you could get as many people, because again, you have an entire month to hype this up, to sign up on the 27th, They do sample workouts and mashup of workouts that first week. They start clean week, prep week the next week, and they could still be waiting for their stuff that week because you don't have to have your jump ropes or anything for that. But then start MBF on the 10th for customers. So what that looks like when you write it down is, right now you're doing sample workout in your regular routine. July 7th, this Tuesday, coaches can order. The 7th through the 19th, you're doing a mashup of workouts. You're getting them prepped, you're getting them excited. July 20th, you do a prep group with the clean week. And the 27th through the 16th, they do MBF. 17th through the 6th, they do MBFA. For customers, and again, this could be, you're just going to do one group, or you're going to do two groups, or you're going to do some hybrid of both. Customers can sign up July 27th through August 7th, or really that following week. You're waiting for their stuff to get in, you're getting them prepped. August 3rd through the 9th, maybe they do a prep, doing clean week. And then August 10th through the 30th, MBF, August 31st to September 20th, MBFA. And the reason, what I find with these rollout programs, I didn't do it with 10 rounds. I had like a dedicated chat group, but I feel like more people are going to be drawn to this program because of the challenge pack options and completion pack options, because it's only 3 weeks, and because it's just so doable. Like, someone doesn't look at 3 weeks and think that's intimidating. It's like 21 Day Fix again. And I still feel that 21 Day Fix was the game changer program for Beachbody. And so I think that this can really be that too. It's just all in how you guys take ownership of it. You can't wait for your coach to do something for you. You have to obviously look at your customer base, look at your people, figure out what they need, and offer that to them. But don't feel like you have to do this on your own. I don't want you guys doing extra work, recreating the wheel. Look to partner up with people. I'll tell you right now, me personally, I'm going to do both of these groups, and I'm going to start with July 27th because I've got some hard dates I got to end by. So I'm going to start in that first group, but I'm still going to run a second group personally. And then these are just like some ideas for a great launch month. Be a broken record, meaning like you hopefully should have new people checking out your stories every single day. And as a coach, and Mel and I have talked about this a ton, you want to continue to retell your story. You want to continue to hype up this launch, because if you talk about it a lot today and then you don't say anything until, like, let's say Sunday or Monday, someone might not, if they come to your story on Friday, they may not know about this. So you don't have to say the same thing every day, but just continue to create that excitement for this new program. And then show different examples too. The moves, the trainer, the fact that this was recorded during quarantine. Like, I think that's one of the coolest elements of this and makes it so real, is everyone's in their living room in the recording or in the videos. So I think that that's obviously was a challenge for Beachbody, and they made it something that resonated with people even more. Showing different examples of what we offer. Obviously, test group pictures are going to be awesome. Using the IG features, countdown, stickers, glitter, like create FOMO, create excitement. And I'm going to show you guys some shared resources and then just go all in. So let me show you really quickly. So Mel, do you have a Google Drive for your team?
For what? For this kind of stuff? No.
Okay. So
I'm still trying to figure like all that tech savvy stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll share it with you guys all, and you can I'll put it in your team page too. So I've just got like a team, and so it's not super organized, but I'm getting there. But I have a Google Drive. So it's got challenge group guides, coaching stuff, but I created a new folder this week for new launches. So it has the 10 rounds, and it has MBF. So in here is where I've got interests like Google Forms, calendars, like some of the graphics, and then here's a challenge group guide. So this is both, the challenge group guide isn't in here yet. I think it's going to drop this week, but it should drop if you link to this folder. this is a prep week. This is like cover photos and stuff that you can use for your group. And look it back. And then there's a couple other folders. So I'm going to continue to add to this. Sorry, hold on. Where'd it go? Yeah, so I have a Google form that I always do for like new months. So Jen actually helped me with one this month. And then I'm going to do one specific for the 7th rollout with coaches and some of the discounted add-ons they can add because they would have coach pricing. And then I'll do one for the 27th. But I don't have it yet, but I'll put it in here. But all of that stuff will be in here, including challenge group guides. There's also like emails too, newsletter things you can put in. So anything that you need for MBF is going to be out here in this folder. There's like interest emails, stuff like that. And I think it'll be helpful. So no one's having to recreate the wheel. I just don't want you guys spending time creating the fluff because it already exists. What questions do you guys have?
This all looks amazing, Kelsey. The calendar, is that from
Elevate.
Oh, Elevate. Okay.
So and this is the calendar. For some reason, I didn't share this image because it was blurry, but I'm going to see if I can re-download it. But this is what like it looks like on a calendar. So it's kind of blurry when I blow it up. But like if you guys, this is the coach launch day you can buy. And these are like all the highlighted days of different groups. And, you know, I don't want you to like walk away from this call and think, gosh, this seems like a lot of work. The whole point of this call is to just arm you guys with like some ideas for dates, literally hand you the resources so you can either jump in with someone in a group or start your own, but don't feel like you need to start your own group. Like, especially with MBF, if you only have 2 people doing it, you know, find another group to add them to. But the point of it is like, I personally find that when you have at least 5 or more people doing the same program, something truly magical happens. Like people get pumped up, they get excited. I mean, our challenge groups are great, but everyone's doing a different program. And I don't feel like that excitement is always there. But when you have people that are kind of all starting a program at the same time, and it's 3 weeks, so it's like, I feel like almost anyone would be willing to commit to this. This is where you might be able to find some like awesome challengers that become coaches.
And like this stuff wasn't, even when I first started coaching, which I signed up 3 years ago, but I didn't start coaching until 2 years ago. Like this type of, these graphics, these resources did not exist. And so, yes, does everyone know that Beachbody actually provides you with challenge group guides?
Yeah, let me actually go to that. That's a good point. So yeah, and I think I said that on a new coach call once, like I was explaining to some new coaches that they had this thing called Mamapreneur, and not even if you don't want to pay for that, but like Boss Babes, where you can get all this free stuff. And that didn't exist when we were getting started. Yeah. So I feel like an old parent or something. It's just, what I love about it is it's made your job just so much more streamlined, so much easier. I mean, especially these Google Forms. I'll get it done this weekend or probably tomorrow, but how awesome would it be if you have at least 4 or 5 people who you've convinced, okay, I'm ready to sign up as a coach on Tuesday with the coach account, and you can just shoot them a Google form Monday night. You figure out everything they want, the flavors they want. Tuesday, whenever it launches, you're just sending out share cards. I mean, that's where you want your business, is to automate your business. Because I don't want to spend 7 hours on my business. I want to spend like 2 hours on it, signing people up.
Bod Group Tools.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, I think.
Oh, they must have changed it.
Yeah.
So if you go to Challenge Group Guides. Yep. So if you go to Bod Group Tools, go to Challenge Group Guides, there's challenge groups for every single program. So it doesn't look like.
So this is where it's like every
Here's MBF.
brand new coach can successfully run a challenge group.
Yep. I mean, literally down to the text and images. Like, this is the prep week. There's video inserts you put in. I mean, everything is thought out for you. Because yes, I understand that some of these other challenge group guides and some of the challenge groups, you want to customize it. But why not customize something that already exists? Yeah, so this is everything you need for MBF. An entire challenge group guide. Plus, I'll have another one in here too. So you'll have 2 options.
All you have to do is take Sunday, an hour, and plan out the week or plan out the whole month. And if you're running it with another person, you can do, okay, I'll take, you know, the first, you know, 12 days, and then you take the next 11 or whatever, however it's split up. Or if you do like 3 or the 3 and 3, so it's 6 weeks and you just like schedule every other week. And so you split it.
Yep. And, you know, I just going back to, I made a Google form. I just include this out. Okay. Is the Google form, Jen, with all the options? Can you share it? Yeah, that, I mean, is it for like coach prices or?
It's basically your, the setup that you had in all your units for the Learn the Burn group. I just put it in a Google Doc.
Okay.
And then what I did was I added the sample. So they basically give me their email, their name, and then, do you want to try the sample? And so if they take this, if they say, yes, I want to try the sample, then it goes to the sample. And then if they've already tried it, then the next question is, I've already tried it and I love it. I want to learn more. And it'll take them to the other stuff. So like, what is MBA? Why is it unique? All of that.
Got it. And they can pick like their flavor and packages?
No, because I know that you were going to do that. So once I get that, then I'm going to add it in. So it's going to be a whole like piece connected.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that one. That's the one I want to have ready for this weekend. So when people are ready to sign up. And like I said, like if you guys have anyone who's even remotely interested, like I would encourage you to just say, hey, there's a new program launching. It's 3 weeks, totally doable. Do you want more information? And then put them in a group, either Mel's group or my group, like the info group, and let them just absorb that information and, you know, point out to whatever it is. And then that way you're not having to have like all these different individual conversations. I mean, the biggest thing is you can control your business with the new launch. And I just feel like Morning Meltdown was 100 days. That was a lot. I mean, that was intimidating to a lot of people. I didn't sign up a ton of people who actually did it right away because 100 days was intimidating. 80 days was hard. 10 rounds wasn't everyone's cup of tea. But this, for once, is a program I feel like applies to everyone. So it's only 6 weeks of your life, even if you hate it, which I don't think anyone will hate it. I think everyone will really find things that they like about it. But it's 6 weeks that could change your body and change your business. So it's just not really having to do anything other than pick when you're starting a group and just start showing your passion for it, because people are going to be attracted to that. But if
and the reason I did it was so that I didn't have to add them to another group on Facebook. Like a lot of people are like, the last thing I want to do is be added to another Facebook group and then have to worry about getting notifications. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take that part out of it and I'm just going to send them this file and they get everything. And then I can personally check in on them. Or if I get, you know, more than 2 or 3 people, then okay, I'll make a Facebook message thread and just reply that way. And if it becomes crazy, because right now I only have 3 interested, becomes crazy, then I'm like, okay, well then you're going to go into this Learn the Burn group. That kind of thing.
I mean, I think, again, you got to figure out what works for you or what works for your people, but just trying to eliminate the need to have to spend a ton of time on this, but having one source, multiple sources, whatever your cup of tea is, and getting that information to them. But I will say the groups are nice because they get to see excitement from other people, and that's what you want, because I personally want my girls to see the accountability, because I feel like that's what differentiates ourselves from just another program they can stream. So somehow figuring out a way to just show that to them. But this could be huge, guys. I'm super excited about it. What questions do you have?
I want to know who's going to run their own MBF group.
I'm running 2. And I didn't even decide to do that.
Run their own MBF group.
I want to run 2, but I would rather just do it with somebody.
I'll go in with somebody.
Like,
I run one of my own, but I'll help whoever wants. But
yeah, I would rather have, because I don't want to, I don't want to sit there and
just run one in our group.
Yeah, and that's what I was, because I have 2 of them are not, that are interested, are not challengers with me yet. So I'm still working on them as far as getting them to sign up on the 7th. They're still, I don't understand. It's a freaking discount. That's all it is.
No, but I would say if you guys, if you guys have a smaller group too, like Joanna, Lindsay, Jen,
I would like
Tamika,
to go in with somebody.
But
Because
what I
right
was
now, doing my own challenge group right now, which is okay. I mean, I only have 13 people in it, but I think with the MBF, I'm only maybe gonna have 2 people.
a couple.
So
Yeah.
that's
And I was gonna say
this is the big launch. For me, I didn't get a whole lot of people for 10 rounds. So I feel like this is kind of a little bit bigger.
well, I think it applies to more people. I almost feel like this is something you could start. I do think it's going to have some moves that are more challenging, but I think someone could totally start with this program. But if you have I don't know how many people you guys have, Jen and Tamika and Lindsay, but even if you guys have a small group, if you guys start talking about it enough, you might get all your challengers in your challenge group wanting to do it. With our big group, we have hundreds of people in there, and it's I don't want to make it just an MBF group, because that group has existed for years. But I feel like knowing how many people I think are interested, you can try it. I ran a bar group. It was a total flop. I ran a 80-day group, and it was super successful. So,
but you ran them.
Yeah. Well, I ran them with other people too. But I would.
But you did it, flop or success. You still did it.
Bar was a flop. You guys. I mean, this wasn't a year ago. This is this year. My bar group had no one responding for 6 weeks. The first week, everyone responded.
You still got on. You still showed up as a coach. You still
flop.
Exactly. So that's all you can do. You cannot control the other people. So Joanna, you have 13 group. That's amazing. You want to know how many people are in the Babe Cave? Granted, there's 4 or 5 of us who run it. There's 175 people. You want to know how many people comment? Probably 13.
Yeah, I don't even comment in ours half the time.
Those 13, maybe announce it in your group and say, hey, I want to let you guys know about this new program. It's going to be the one that I'm doing. You do need to purchase it in order to do it now. I just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm going to be running a separate group. So I will be in that one a little bit more, but I will be still checking in with you guys. If you would like to do it with me, then we can do that. Give them the option and kind of create that FOMO. I'm going to keep you guys here in the monthly boot camp, but I'm going to go ahead and create this awesome thing for this brand new launch.
Yeah.
Because Jen, maybe we can just make a chain, we can promote it because we have 36 people in there. We could promote it in our group thing and then just make a chain like Kelsey did for accountability with 10 rounds because that was perfect.
Yeah, that was good too. So I did, and that's what I said. Like, I think that this is a great program to have some separate pieces for, but don't go create one by yourself with a, that only has 2 people in it. That doesn't really make sense. But if you have 4 coaches that can combine efforts and has, each has a couple challengers, maybe the group only has 15 people, but that's going to be one kick-ass group. However,
like that, some people are intimidated to go into a challenge group
yeah.
that has 200 people because then they stay silent.
Yeah.
If they're brand new.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why I said, like, or we've said before, don't do what someone else is doing just because you think that's the right, like, that's the have-to way to do it. Like Tamika said, like, we did this 10 rounds messenger thread, and I swear that was probably one of the most consistent accountability threads I had the last few months, because those girls are like, well, Carla's chiming in at 5 a.m. every morning, and she's got a 45-minute drive, and P.S. she's like, I mean, she's a lot older than me too. Like, I am for sure gonna chime in now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's cool how these things can work. So, but yeah, just think about it, figure out what you're gonna do, and don't just think about it, but start talking about it, because people can't read your mind. You've got to figure out a way to share about it and just get people excited. I'm excited for the jump rope, but I'm going to have to pee and stop the workout every time, because I pee myself every time I jump rope.
Me too.
Right?
And I don't wear underwear.
Wait, who doesn't wear underwear?
I don't.
I sometimes don't either. It's kind of like, why waste them? Oh, Lord. All right. Anything else? Tamika, you got your challenge, you got your account canceled?
Yeah, and I canceled my monthly subscription of like the meal plans or whatever, because I know you get duplicate in the new one that we get.
Oh, yeah.
So I canceled that too, because I was like, let me save that little bit of money that's supposed to come out of my account. But I'm trying to debate if I'm going to get that one that's a little more expensive, the deluxe, because it has like the recovery in it already, and I need to refill my containers. So I was trying to read it, but it was like kind of small or whatever.
Yeah, let me open it up real quick, because I can zoom in.
Because I know that I need to like re-up on recovery in my container, because I need to order, like I knew I needed to order it.
Actually, let me go to Google Drive real quick. Or I'll just zoom in this way. Yeah, so it's a good deal, because you're getting you're getting everything. Yeah, so it's $219. So you think about Shakeology by itself is like what, without the discount, $130. The other stuff is like over, so it's a crazy good deal.
Even though I have like tons of pre-workout and I don't need anymore, but it's like, oh well, because I bought lemon, the other day.
Did you like the lemon and mixed berry? It was good, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
You didn't like it? You lied?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, I'll drink it. Yeah. I'll drink it though. I'm not gonna waste.
Okay.
And then I'll like send it out. Like Jen had the other day, she told her people that if they sign up with her, she'll send them a sample. And I think that's the best way to do it, like y'all told me, so that I won't just be sending people samples of something that I buy, because that's what I was doing. I was like just sending them out, and I was like,
and I got one person from that.
Yeah.
I have another. I think I have a breakdown too of. Let me look real quick. Yeah. So what did you do, Jen? Tell us about that.
In my stories, I basically said that I'm opening up my July boot camp early, which they don't know, but I was opening it up early, and then so that they could take advantage of getting the sale, and the $20 off. This was Monday, and then they said if the first 5 girls that would join in would get a sample of not only the Shakeology but the mixed berry. So I just I was like, well, I have this shake. I mean, it's really good. I don't want to give it away, but it kind of like enticed her to she wanted to try the Shakeology. So she ended up getting a challenge pack with Shakeology in it. So she'll be getting the both
nice.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and these are better graphic because it kind of lists, and it's out on that drive too, so you guys can go get them, but snag them. But I mean, it's nice to tell someone, and I'll use this one in the Google form. Like that's a whole crap or like that's a ton of stuff that they get. So it's when you actually start to write it out in like a message to someone, it's almost like, are you lying? You don't really get all this, but it's a lot. So,
yeah, Mel, one thing I do love of yours is I was talking to Jen. First of all, my graphics are all over the place, and I'm trying to put them in one spot so that I can just upload every morning and have them there. One thing I do love of yours, Mel, that you did was that your graphics that you did matched the colors of the MBF with the navy and the lime green. And I was going to ask you, like, how can we get that? Because they look good, like the ones that you have already, because we don't have those in our folder.
Yeah, I can send them to Kelsey.
yeah, we just have like video. We just have the Mompreneur stories.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any like.
Okay, yeah, I can send them to you. I actually, Kelsey, if you let me share my screen, I can show you kind of what I do, because I do make my stuff super simple, and I do just kind of like change the theme up every month. So I just posted that on my team page. Just because I like, so that calendar that she shared from Team Elevate, like that shit is so cute. I don't pay for Canva, and I'm just more of a very casual, basic type of person. I can share.
Canva though, you don't have to pay for it to do all that.
I don't. I'm just saying, like, that whole calendar, like the way that Ashley like gets all of her little fancy things. But so I kind of do. I change the colors up every month. So like June was inspired by Transform 20. And then I was doing like pink and black the month before that. And I kind of take my team, like the Babe Cave stuff, and I do the same thing with my team page. So basically, like every month, what I do is I make the graphics just because they're fun and I just get like crazy ideas with it. But so like you can see down here, like this was the Babe Cave cover, and then this is it now. So I switch it up a little bit each month. Yeah, so it was just inspired by MBF, and the colors aren't always perfect, but I definitely go with like the theme of whatever is happening. And then like next month I already kind of think I want to do the orange and the blue, like the salted caramel I had on it, because I thought that was cute. And then yeah, it's just really simple and easy to kind of just break down. Oh shit. But I can send them to you. So I did make one, because I always kind of do, like, I put Babe Cave in there. So I did make one that just said accountability group, because when I made it, it did say accountability or access to the Babe Cave. And then, so I just kind of break it down.
Yeah, I love that. That's like super.
And then they have like a matching one, so you can put like your challengers who come in.
Yeah.
And
yes.
I just feel like it's very clean cut. Like people see what you're talking about.
Like, the videos and everything from Mompreneur are really cool. But again, just like what Kelsey said, like you have to think about your audience and like what works for you and what works for them.
Yeah.
And to me, I know what it's for, and aesthetically it looks great, but it also looks like an ad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It kind of looks like an ad on social media. Like as you're clicking through stories and then you get smacked with an ad. And so I just really like kind of like, I hype up Babe Cave, and so I like want people to know about my like it's just what I really like to do. I want people to see Babe Cave religiously, and so I really like making graphics, like a monthly thing and like a graphic for, so like every single time. So this is what I do. So Katie just she bought the bar blend yesterday, and so like this is the monthly graphic we'll use for every single time someone gets added into the group. And so I send this without her name and picture to the girls. So every time that they add a challenger, we're always using the same graphic. That way, the people in the group kind of catch on, and we always say like babe alert, like welcome new babe, whatever. And it's cute now because now we're starting to see our challengers saying like Courtney's on my team and Amy's on my team. And Courtney ended up in Amy's salon chair to get her hair done, and it was so random. And she's like, you guys, she's a fellow babe. And so like now they're calling each other babes, and I think it's so funny. So yeah, we just kind of, I can send these to you for sure. I post them in my team page for my girls to use. But yeah, I like making them like color themed.
Yes, please send us, and I will add them. I'll add them to our Google Drive, and then I'll put that Google Drive in your team page.
Okay,
so
cool.
As a fair trade.
Okay. I always do though, like when I create the graphic, the like Instagram stories size.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know, and I'll be honest, like I love like there's so many things I love about Mamapreneur, like the like the mindless challenge group guides, the newsletter blurbs, like a lot of it makes it so much easier, but it's like sometimes like I love to make stories and things like that. So I feel like sometimes it takes away some of the things I love, but I don't have time to do. But yeah, I would love, like, honestly, I'm like, I try and overthink it. Like, keep it simple. I love that. Because then it's like, it establishes that consistency so people know, oh, this is where, because that's what I was trying to think today. I needed to make like the VIP, like I wanted to make like the name thing where I could add people who are going to buy on the 7th. But I was like, now I got to figure out how I'm going to make that. But now I'm going to use yours. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And that's cool. Like people will see that and know, it all goes together. So
yeah.
And don't and do what your people want. Like don't do what we all have to do, but also don't go spend time creating stuff right now. Like it's a busy time. Like just use what we all have.
Well,
like use Mel's, use mine.
Yeah, really though, like I do them so much faster now. Because I know, let's face it. Oh yeah, sure, I'm interested. What all do you get in a challenge pack? It's the same thing every single month. I mean, now we have to add into nutrition programs. So it's like, I already know that the bullet points are going to be the same. So changing the color and changing the look of it is very simple, but I don't get super glitz and glam because I just want people to like see like white background, simple text, like boom, 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 boom. And so that's how, because it's like, how annoying is it when you're on Pinterest and you want the recipe and you literally have to go through 8 pages of a blog before you get to the like instructions?
I hate that.
So it's just like, I just want it right in your face. They can screenshot it real quick if they want to and save it and look at it later and things like that. So yeah, I'll definitely send them to you. I'll send them to Kelsey from now on.
Yes, please. And I'll just send you my Google Drive. Make it. Like there's a lot of coaching resources. I'm trying to get it organized. What else was I gonna say?
That's just like the newsletter, like Jen and Lindsay or whatever, we were talking about it. Like I needed to create a newsletter for my real estate anyway. So Jen was nice to share her code with us to get it for us. So we got Flowdesk and it's amazing, but I'm just like your newsletter that you send to me every Sunday night, Kelsey, is amazing. But I'm just like, I don't got time to do that.
No, I don't have it takes time.
I didn't start it till this year. Like I never did it before then. But like Lauren over here, has a couple challengers that she shoots off like the meal plan every week. And like, that's such an easy way to still provide your people. Like, I will say Mamapreneur is on point with some pretty meal plans. Like, I will pay for that all day, every day, because I used to spend hours creating pretty meal plans in Canva. Like, is that not the worst use of my time?
You
Like, I have
want to be doing things that are making you money.
Yeah.
And like, this is going to sound really, really bad just for a second, but the people that you're sending a newsletter to are already your challenger. Yes, you want retention and you want them to come back for more and buy the products, whatever, but you already made that sale. And so if your goal every month is to hit Success Club, sending your current people a newsletter is not making you hit Success Club. And so guess what? Yes, the meal plans are wonderful, but when that person decided to click purchase on their challenge pack, they did not expect you to send them a meal plan every single Sunday night. They just didn't. It's just things that have evolved over time with Beachbody, and they're wonderful. But where you guys are right now in your business, you want to be making money, right? You want to get to a point where, you know, you're sitting in Kelsey's seat and you're cycling, and I cycled 6 times today. That was the second time it's ever happened. I made over $100 just off of Team Volume. It's something that I thought was very far away, and it's happening to me. I didn't think that I would successfully make at least $300 every single week with Beachbody. I'm very far from what I want to do, but I know that when I started, I was very far away from making at least $300 weekly. But I'm here now, and now I want more. So I'm focused on doing things that are going to get me to where I want to be now, instead of worrying about spending the 2 hours of nap time filling out my Google Streak, because yes, it's the smart thing to do, but I'm not going to sit here and go into my Beachbody account and upload all of those in 2 hours. I'm just starting now, uploading, doing the people that I have now and making it work. And there's so much busy work that doesn't make you money. Stop doing it. You need to be sending invites, you need to be sending follow-ups, and you need to be getting information out there if you want to make money. And if you want a team cycle, you have to get to Emerald. And if you want to get to Emerald, the people that are buying challenge packs, you need to offer them the coach discount, and you need to be talking about coaching. It's like, it all happens, like it's all connected to each other. And so like the newsletters are great. Stop doing them. If you're not selling challenge packs, stop doing the newsletters. I'm not doing a newsletter, and I'm hitting Success Club 12. My challengers are getting results. Sorry, I just got on a soapbox.
That was a tangent on a tangent on a tangent. But
I know, I'm sorry.
it is, no, there's
We
truth
want you guys to make money. We want you guys to make
I just want people to, because you have to an extent, you have to invest in this business. Like, you all are buying products. Sometimes you're like swimming in Shakeology. We are swimming in Shakeology because we just are. But you also, like, part of that is like, I view that as my business investment, and I probably could do better offering samples or having people buy samples from me. Like, you can get creative when you're overflowing in product. But I also see it as like, I want everyone to be around for a while, but in order to do that, I want you to get that low-hanging fruit and make money, whether it's Success Club points or just making $100 consistently every week, and building upon that. But yeah, there's definitely ways. Like, I do think you should stay in touch with your people you already have. And for me, that's hundreds of people, so I've got to get one way to communicate with them. But when you have 10 people or 20 people or 30 people, just make sure that maybe it is just a Google email that you send that has a touch base once a month or whatever. But you have to also think that sometimes we overanalyze what we're doing because we're coaches now. But think about someone who's just getting started. They're just happy that you're put them in a challenge group probably.
Yeah.
But you got to find a way. Like, still, I would argue a little that you've got to stay connected to these people. So you have to figure out how to do that. And I don't have time to reach out to 500 people. And so you've got to find a way to give people what they need and also like love on them so you'll get the retention, because you get Success Club points for retention now too.
Yeah. And I still send a lot of DMs to my people. Like, would it be smarter for me to send a mass email? Yes. Do I suck at checking email? Yes. So as I'm going through my DMs and I'm doing follow-ups, whatever, if I see someone, or today, I did it today, I went through everyone who like watched my story, and all of the people who are already in my challenge group, but I haven't seen them be like posting, I simply just send them a quick DM. Hey babe, how's it going? Hey girl, how are you? And if they respond back and they say, I'm struggling, I always say, I'm not going to send them a meal plan. I'm going to say, how can I help? That's it. Because you're their coach. And so you need to ask them, how can I help you? And if they say, I don't know, well, what are you struggling with? Let's talk about it. Because you had a one-on-one conversation with them in order to get the sale. And so even Annie, my coach, she says, oh, are you getting my, because we were talking about Flowdesk. Oh, yeah, do you get mine? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't open them. I don't open them. I should open them, but I don't, because I know that if Annie has something that she needs to tell me, we're tight. She's going to tell me. So yes, when you have a large amount of people to send information to, like, we have a lot of customers, yes. But while you're new, you need to stay tight with the people you have now. If you can reach 13 people on a Sunday night, whether it be a mass text thread or whatever, then check in on them. And in your group, while it is still small and there is still engagement with 13 people, and it's not a big deal to reach out individually to the ones who aren't responding to you and saying like, hey babe, like, is email better for you? Like, I can shoot you information through there, whatever. I'm just trying to figure out what works. Cause like pen and paper don't work for me. Google Street don't work for me. Like Liana about fell over and hung up on me when I told her. She's like, how are you tracking? I was like, tracking what? She's like, okay, I need to get off the phone with you. I'm like, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. But I get what needs to get done.
Right. And like the point of all this is just like, figure out what works for you. And
Yeah.
if you like know that you don't have to ever build something from scratch. So if you do want to figure out a way to more mass communicate, there's a simple way to do that. Somebody can show you that. And if you're pen and paper, somebody can show you that. But just, figure out what works for you. Don't overcomplicate it. And good Lord, don't ever build something by yourself. Because there's now in 2020, there's 8 million ways to get awesome free stuff for coaches. So that's the beauty of the business. All right. I'm so tired. Got to get off. Any other? We're good. Sorry, but hopefully,
Sure.
I mean, the point of this, this is going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it. And let's get everyone else excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the leaderboard this month. Yay! So excited.
I'm doing a shirt order. I'm putting it in tomorrow. If you didn't order one,
You better make mine before everybody else's, because I got
Tamika,
you.
you haven't even ordered. You didn't even comment on the
Oh,
post, so you
should we-
ain't even on there yet. So go ahead and do that.
You, Lord, I
No,
text
you're not.
you.
Mm-mm.
What
Nope.
are we talking about?
You did not order one yet. Just so you know.
What shirt?
No, we can't tell Meldon. That's for our crew.
If Mel is going to give us her graphics, we have
She
to
can
give
have
her
a shirt if she.
Okay, do you
if
want a
you
crop top shirt?
Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do. She like
Okay,
crops.
What size do you want, Mel?
I'm gonna buy it for her. I'm gonna get it for her because
Right. Well, just comment on that
It's
post.
gonna have MBF on it, like the girl had on the other day, like the high neck crop. So
What's
So,
are you
Tamika,
are you a small or a medium, Mel?
I'll do medium.
Tamika, you don't even have one ordered, just so you know. You ain't even on my list. You better go comment on that post. I'm only ordering off of that post. Just so you know.
next time you can cuss you out.
It's fine. You can.
I was gonna have you guys
But
do
you won't be cute
boomerang,
in a
but I
shirt.
got that instead on boomerang. That was amazing.
Sorry.
All right. See you guys later. And you should do the sample workout again this weekend. Get people
I
excited.
was sore. Y'all, that little butterfly thing.
I'm
my
still
back
sore.
muscles- Yeah.
And like I was
And,
like
like,
didn't think the
days.
last minute as many reps as possible was hard
I know.
until yesterday.
last-
I was like, I can't bend my arms.
And I didn't hear her say stop. I kept going.
Hamstrings. And then 2 days later, I did Autumn's Dirty 30, and the second move was like, we're gonna do squat shoulder press. I'm like, no, I'm still struggling. I'm not even recovered from this move.
I did that this morning. I love that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, my hamstrings are like ridiculously tight. I was gonna try and work out the whole time I was gonna do the ultimate reset, but like I think my body is begging me to take a break. So I didn't work out today. I didn't even feel bad about it. I just like I need to rest. So
Are you finishing Shanti, Tamika?
What?
Are you gonna finish that calendar?
What? Yeah. When you tell me what to do tomorrow, I'll do it. Just tell me. I've been doing Autumn. Like I really like her 21 day because 80 day was not me.
If I do
But-
Shanti, it's just Transform 20 right now. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to finish
Oh,
it.
girl, I will step every day of my life, and you know that.
I know. I was like, I made it 3 weeks, and then I was like, I think the third or fourth week was an 120-minute workout of Shanti.
Yeah, it's long.
I'm like, no.
I know. We'll do it. All right, I gotta go write a real estate contract and message Lauren.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.